Babylon through the reincarnation book. Remember, I'm saying, Con, you get the point. And it says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young, man. Right? And Esau in slavery, man, even when he came over here and slaughtered the Native Americans, man, he was cutting the women, hanging over upside down, cutting the women up and test how see how sharp their sword was, taking the babies out of the pregnant women and dashing them against the stones, using the so-called African Americans baby as alligator bait, man. Hey, the Lord said he shall not show favor to the old nor the young, man. Right? And for people that said that the Apocrypha is not real prophecy, you're wrong, man. Because Deuteronomy 28 in the book of Baruch matches up right with each other, man. All right? And in, what is it, the 1600s, the Bible Destruction Group removed the Apocrypha, but the Apocrypha, you know what I'm saying, due to the prophecy that got in there, man. Right? The Apocrypha got some heavy prophecy in there, man. Some heavy-ass prophecy, right? And that's exactly why Esau Edom removed it, all right? And we can get that as well. Baruch 4:15. Right? The Lord, he brought a fierce nation of a strange language and a fierce countenance upon us, man. That showed favor to the old nor to the young, man. Right? And this is Baruch 4:15. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far. Exactly what Deuteronomy 28 chapter is saying. A shameless nation and of a strange language, right? Because we originally spoke Hebrew, right? But that's why Esau, he came over here speaking English and Spanish and shit like that, right? And he beat us into that. That's exactly why we're speaking English and Spanish to this day, man. All right? It says, who neither ravens old man nor pity child, man. Not going to show favor to the old nor the young, man. Right? Esau's a damn broke beast, man. He don't give a fuck, man. Right? He really show you that he don't give a fuck. Right? So in Revelations 12 and so he finished show his real horns, man. How he really feel about you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right? That same spirit that Esau Edom had during the time of slavery, the Lord finna put that same exact spirit back on him, man. He finna try to do he finna do a whole lot of killing, matter of fact. All right? Verse 54. It says, so that the man is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. It's like toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom and the children, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, man. Right? And Jake, man, they got a big problem with it. I used to have it myself, all right? You have an evil eye towards your brother, man. Jake be mean mugging each other. They be fighting each other, shooting each other and shit, man. Committing evil towards each other, man. That's a curse, man. Our eyes shall be evil towards our brother, man. It says, and toward the wife of his bosom, and that's ultimately why there's a whole lot of single-parent households, man, in the so-called black community, man, right? And you so-called Latinos and Native Americans as well, man, right? Because that's a curse, man. Jake and shit, they always fighting with each other, man, right? And I know experience, man, because my mama, she appears to be a so-called white woman, but hey, man, her people go back to the Irish, man, which were Israelites. That's why they call them the niggas of Europe, right? But basically, hey, my mom and my pops used to fight all the damn time, man, right? Because that's a curse, all right? In the kingdom, we ain't got to worry about all that, man. All right? Shit, our women are going to be in their right state of mind. And, hey, ain't going to be no more fighting this shit, man. All right? In Esau, they also use a nigger woman to come up against the black man. All right? And it says, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, right? And like I said, that's also why they're single-parent households, man. Jake, hey, a lot of people like to say, well, where's your dad at? Or, you know what I'm saying? At least my dad's in my life and shit like that. Hey, that's a curse, man. That's a curse, man, because our fathers, man, a lot of them leave, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, right? A lot of them go to jail, and that's why we got single-parent households. Verse 64. That dude demon, boy. Verse 64, it says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there shalt thou serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone, man. All right? And that's a curse, man. That's why people like to say, well, why is Abraham, he says he's the father of our nations, right? When you go to the book of Amos 9:9, hey, Jacob scattered among all people, man. right? This is a curse, man. We're scattered amongst all people due to slavery, man. All right, and even during the time, what is it, of the Babylonian Empire, man, or the Roman Empire, I think, if I'm not mistaken, man. Hey, millions of Jake fled trying to get away from those damn Romans, and they was in many other different countries, man. They scattered abroad, right? And during slavery, of course, Esau, we were being sold to different other nations and shit like that, man. Right? That's why the Lord said that Abraham is the father of all nations, man. Right? Because we're in all nations, man. Right? And it says, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even with a stone, right? And what happens when you go and you grow up in another country, man? You're gonna grow up serving their gods, man, and their religions and shit like that, man. Right? And that's ultimately what got that curse put on us, man. Serving other gods, man, because that's a commandment, man. The Lord said that you shall not serve other gods, man. Right? That's idolatry. All right? Spiritual fornication, man. Right? Because Israel is like unto a woman unto the Most High, man. We're married to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. Right? And we basically committed adultery on the Lord, man. Right? By serving other gods, man. False idols. Right? And let's get Baruch 3 and 8. Baruch 3 and 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. Right? Oh, there you go, man. The Lord scattered us, which is a curse. For a reproach and a curse. It's a curse. And to be subject to payment according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power, man. Alright? So since we departed from Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he placed these different curses upon us, man. Such as being scattered amongst all these other heathen nations, man. Serving their gods and shit like that, man. Alright? Damn. Rip my damn paper, man. Alright, verse 68, and it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, right? It's not actually talking about the physical land of Egypt, alright? Over there in the continent of Africa, man. It's not actually talking about that, man. Alright, because we didn't go into Egypt a second time, man. It's talking about spiritual Egypt, talking about America, man. Right? And you can read that in the book of Revelation, the 11th chapter, man. America is known as spiritual Egypt, man. Due to bondage, right? And that's what the word Egypt means, bondage, when you go to Exodus 20 and 2, man. Right? Bondage, slavery. Right? And that's why America's called spiritual Edom. Right? It's like a spiritual Egypt. Just look on the back of your dollar bill. Right? See the damn pyramids. Right? What do they make you do if you want a job? When you in school, make you shave your face. That was the custom of the Egyptians, man. They shaved. Alright? That's why America's called spiritual Edom, or spiritual Egypt. It's like it says, by the way, wherever and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. How did we get here to America, man? On slave ships, man. There's a lot of documentaries on that, man. Alright? By the way, wherever I spake unto thee, thou shalt see no more again, right? We're never going to see our homeland again until Yahweh shall come back and deliver us, man. Alright? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, man. Right? So the Lord said that we were going to be sold into our enemies, man. So if we were sold to the so-called white men in these other nations, the Lord said they're our enemies, man. Alright? They're not here to protect us and to, you know what I'm saying, to be here and to help us prosper, man. That's why you jakes are in the condition that y'all in now, man. That's why y'all steady getting shot down in the streets and shit, right? Because they're your fucking enemy, man. Right? What y'all do, man? Y'all put y'all trust in Esau, Edom, man. The Lord said it, Isaiah the 31st chapter, go into thee, they put thy trust in Egypt, man. Right? Why? Because when you read in 2nd Ezra, I think it's the 15th chapter, the Lord said, behold, my people's led as a flock to the slaughter, man. And that's exactly what you niggas are getting ready to be put through, man. Right? As cows that are getting ready to be put through the slaughter, man. When Esau come down with that great wrath, man. Alright? And it says that no man shall buy you, talking about no man shall redeem you, man. No man's going to deliver you out of slavery, right? And ultimately, when Yahweh shall come back, he is going to deliver us, man. When you're talking about that point being up to that time, man. Alright? We're gonna have to tough that shit out, man. Just like how we were dealing to the Babylonian Empire or the Nebuchadnezzar, man. We had to serve them, alright? And that's a curse, man. Those are the curses right there for you, alright? And we can get that. Let's go to Baruch, the 4th chapter again. Because, hey, man, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and Baruch, man, hey, they line up well with each other, right? Baruch 4 and 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered into the enemies, man. Right? So the Lord said that we weren't delivered unto the enemies for our destruction, man, but because we moved to Yahweh Shem Yahshua to wrath, man. Right? We pissed them off, man. Right? By serving other gods and not keeping his laws, his commandments. So the Lord, he put us under these curses, man. It had us to the point where we got put in slavery, man. All right? Let me read it over again. It says, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, right? When you read in Deuteronomy 28 and 45, the Lord said that these curses shall pursue us and overtake us until they had destroyed us, right? And I said that it's not actually talking about destroying us, but it's talking about bringing us down to a lower state. The scripture proves that. Read it over again. It says, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahweh to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies, man. So it's basically a temporary punishment, man. All right, because we are going to be delivered out of this these curses and shit, man. Right, out of this hell. All right, whenever Yahweh comes back, man. All right. We can go to the book of Ezra as well. Let me see where that is real quick. Ezra 14 and 6, it says, now we have sinned before thee, therefore hast thou given us into the hands of our enemies, because we worship their powers. Oh Lord, thou art righteous, man. And that proves I'm not just out here talking, man. All right? Since we served other powers, man, Molech and Baal, you know what I'm saying? What is it, the Baphomet, shit like that. Lord, he delivered us up to the enemies, man. All right? Delivered us into captivity. All right? And let's, matter of fact, that's it on that, man. All right, so now, man, shit, we're getting into deliverance, man. Because, hey, we finna be delivered, man. When you go to Matthew, the 24th chapter, Luke, the 21st chapter, Lord, he gave us the different things that were going to take place before he came back, man. And all those things were taking place, man. Like, shit, we literally, hey, all hell is getting ready to break loose, man. And that's a promise that has to happen before Yahweh shall return to deliver us, man. All right? So let's go to Romans 13 and 11, man. So, hey, our salvation is there, man. All right? Shit is at the door, all right? Brothers been saying, like, shit, 2020 could be the year, man. Shit, if not 2020, hey, maybe 2021. Lord will, shit, you know what I'm saying? All right, no man know the hour or the day, but Yahweh Shem Yahshua, or Yahweh, right? Because the Lord said not even Yahweh Shah knows, but Yahweh. But, hey, man, it's near, man. All right, due to all the things that are taking place, man, that's how we know our salvation is near. All right, but let's go to Romans real quick. Let me check the time. Oh, damn, time fly by fast, boy. Hey, that's prophecy as well. The Lord said that if he has not shortened time, therefore shall no flesh be saved, man. Shit, the Lord working, man. He's speeding up the time, shit. I wouldn't expect him to be out that long. I ain't even gonna lie. Romans 13 and 11. It says in that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. So you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, it's time for y'all to wake the fuck up, man, into y'all true nationality and to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, because he getting ready to bring all hell upon this earth, man, and really predominantly upon America, man, all right? And he getting ready to deliver us. And it says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe, man. Our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. Right? We can really get delivered out of America, hey, this year, man. 6 months from now, 5 months from now, man. Who knows, man? But our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. All right? We ain't got no 4 more years here left. Lord will, shit. All right? Like I said, man, 2020 or 2021 could be the year, man. All right? I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying it could be. It's a big chance it could be, man. All right? Let's go to Jeremiah, the 3rd chapter. Sweating like a motherfucker, boy. All right, Jeremiah 3, and I'm gonna start at 14. It says, turn, O backsliding children, talking about you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, right? And I said that we're like basically married unto the Lord, man, right? because we made a covenant with the Lord, all right? It says, and I will take you one of a city, and two of you a family, and I will bring you to Zion, and I will give you pastors according to my heart. It's talking about the prophets, which shall feed you with the knowledge and understanding, right? And a lot of people like to say, you know, a lot of people think that shit, they just gonna pray on the Lord, just gonna open up their mind and give them wisdom. Nah, man. All right, the Lord got men out here teaching this word to give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right. It says, and this shall come to pass when ye be multiplied and increased in the land. In those days, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of the Lord, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it, neither shall they visit it, neither shall they done it, neither shall that be done anymore. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered into it. To the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem, neither shall they walk anymore after the imagination of their own heart. In those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel. Right? The house of Judah is talking about you so-called Negroes. Right? And the house of Israel is talking about the rest of the northern kingdom, man. It says it shall come together out of the land of the north, right? The land of the north is talking about North America, man. All right, we're gonna be delivered out of America, right? It says, for an inheritance out of the land, the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance to your fathers, right? Talking about the Holy Land, man. Israel, Jerusalem, right? But I said, how shall I put thee among the children and give thee a pleasant land and a goodly heritage of the host of the nations? And I said, thou shalt call me my father, and shall not turn away from me. Surely as that wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have ye dwelt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, said the Lord, man. Right, but the point I wanted to make was, man, hey, shit, Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to get ready to deliver us out of America, man. Right? But he said we departed from him like how a woman treacherously departed from her husband, man. Right? These women just be out here dry, leaving their man for no reason, man. All right? Right? That's how we deal with the Lord, man. But the Lord is so merciful and he loves us so much, man, that he giving us a chance, man, to come back into him, man, and to receive the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? But hey, man, we finna be delivered, all right? Now let's go to Matthew 24. Matthew 24, I'm going to start at 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken, right? That's talking about when Yahweh shall come back, right? Because not only are those nuclear missiles going to cause it, to become dark, but when Yahweh shall come back, hey, everything's going to be blotted out, man. Right? You ain't going to see the sun, you ain't going to see the moon, you ain't going to see the stars, none of that, man. Right? Because of the chariot, the size of the chariot that Yahweh Shai is coming back in, man. That's why it says in Revelations 1:7 that every eye shall see him, man. It's gonna be big as hell, right? Where do you think Esau got the concept of the movie? What is it? Independence Day, man. That big ass chariot, that so-called UFO, man. That's how Yahweh Shai coming back in. A lot of people don't know that. Right? That's why it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, they shall be amazed at the strangers of our salvation, man. So they're not expecting us to be delivered in so-called UFOs. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, man. And it says coming back in the clouds of heaven. Talking about so-called UFOs, man. The chariots that the Bible speaks of, man. Right? Because chariots were personified as clouds in the Bible. All right? Because they can cloak themselves to look like clouds. All right? It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect, right? The 144,000 and their multitude as well, which really consists of women and children, right? There's going to be some men in there as well, all right? And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, man. And that's all proves, man, when the Lord come back to deliver his elect from all the four winds of the earth, man, and all these other nations, right? That's because you got the elect in all these other nations, man, right? The Israelite foreigners, right? The Israelites that dwell in all these other heathen nations, right? That's why you got brothers out there teaching the word in the UK, right? You got the brothers over there teaching in Mexico, probably even in Asia, man, in Africa, right? And the Lord is gonna deliver those brothers if they be a part of their elect, man. All right? But hey, man, with that being said, man, hey, shit, our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. Right? But Lord, when y'all edify, I touched on, the curses, man. Right? I touched on, we're finna be delivered, but I had to get into first, why we were put under those curses in the first place, man. All right. But, Lord, when you're edified, man. But before I close, I'm going to say, call Allah Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, and Crocodiles. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim that pushing this word, truth and sincerity, man. Shalom and the Baba Bar.